What's going on, everyone? This video is going to show you how to identify what type of trader you are, what type of trader maybe you need to become or start to own so you can become more profitable. Now, with all of the educational content out there, all of the courses, all of the discords, all of your own practicing and studying and backtesting, we come to a place where we try to use multiple different strategies. We try to incorporate different things that we've learned from numerous books or videos or even traders themselves. And we try to, kind of jumble all of that up into a singular pot and use it as a one-size-fits-all. Now, I'm here to tell you that the moment you can kind of identify whether you're a scalper or a smaller time frame trader, whether you're a low risk to reward ratio trader, meaning maybe you're risking 2 or even 3 to make 1, or whether you're a high R to R trader where you're risking 1 to make 4 or even 5, or let's say 3, is going to help you become a better trader, not only in terms of making more money, but just in terms of a better overall mindset. Now, many years ago, I have come to the realization that I am better off with a higher win rate consistency percentage. A lot of times, the strategies that I particularly use over the course of 10 trades, 50 trades, 100 trades, I might be able to win 70 to 80% of the time. Now, while this sounds great, it's not as great as one would think. Okay, so for example, a lot of my trades, even when I'm trading mini contracts, the average win for me is anywhere between $100 and around $250 per trade. This seems great, but the problem with having a higher win rate percentage or a strategy, following strategies with a high win rate percentage, is that we are getting a lot more setups throughout the day. So where someone can look for maybe 1 or 2 things to happen in the market to present themselves and then take a big trade, I'm looking for a bunch of small occurrences where I can get in and get out, get in and get out. This works well for me. And the reason why it works well for me is because my patience is limited. So I have patience in terms of waiting for my setup, but I don't have patience to, hold the trade that goes up and draw, or goes up in profit, goes down and draw down, down and draw down, up in profit, or just necessarily holding for lengthy periods of time, over 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So those type of things are hard for me to do. And I've realized that a long time ago that if I look for those big return, risk to reward ratio kind of trades where I'm, maybe risking, let's call it 10, 15 points for 50 points or 60 points or 70 points or even 100 points, I find myself having trouble doing that. And when I have trouble doing that, it leads to making bad decisions. The only thing that I would say, if you are a trader who's looking for a high win rate percentage, 70, 80% of the time those trades are going to win, what you have to become extremely good at is management of emotions and being able to stop yourself out on the day. So a lot of times if I win 2 or 3 trades, I'm done. Regardless if that's $200 in the profit or $300 or $400 or hell, sometimes even, like $120. I've got to stop trading because I'm going to be presented more opportunities to take trades because the setups are going to happen a lot more frequently. But I also have understood that the more trades I take, even though I'm operating at a high win rate percentage, I'm operating a lot of times at a negative risk to reward ratio. So I might be risking 2.5 or 3 just to make 1. So if I do manage to win 2 or even 3 trades, I've got to stop, because if that 3rd trade or that 4th trade is a loser, I go back to scratch, if not red. And what that's going to do is it's going to trigger the emotions to want to overtrade. So what I've gotten really good at is identifying that, yes, maybe I am a scalper. I'll take the smaller profits for a higher win rate percentage. What do I need to focus on now is being able to take 1 or 2 or 3 trades and then calling it a day. The more I can identify a couple of setups a day and just move on, the better off I'm going to be. And I've adapted to that, and I've owned that. Now, you also have traders who are looking to maybe, let's say, risk, anywhere between 5 and 15 points, but you're looking for 40, 50, 60, 70 points on the NASDAQ. Those, traders who are looking to risk 1 to potentially make 3 or 4, or even 5, you need to be really good at managing your risk in terms of the contracts that you're playing. So sometimes, it's nice to say that you want to go out there and catch a 40, 50, 60 point winner, but if you're putting on way too much size, that's not going to be able to withstand drawdowns and pullbacks and stuff like that. You're going to end up shooting yourself in the foot. So maybe you need to size down, play a little bit smaller size, maybe switch over to the micro side of things, or switch over to the mini side of things once you've built up a nice cushion. Now, with that, what I would definitely recommend, if you're looking for those 3R, 4R, 5R trades, a lot of those traders, their wins are going to be a lot bigger than mine, sometimes double, triple, even quadruple the amount. So when I'm winning, let's say anywhere between $150 and $250, those traders can take the same trade, but because they're looking for a bigger overall price target, they could maybe potentially be taking out $500, $1,000 a trade, versus I'm looking for anywhere between, like I said, $150, $250 on average of my winning trade. Now, when you get into some of those strategies and that trading style where you are looking for 3, 4, 5R, you have to understand right now that your win rate percentage is going to be a lot lower. So out of 10 trades, you might only win 4 trades, okay? So when you get to that kind of thought process and realization, you have to understand that a lot of your days, you might only find 1 setup or 2 setups. And it might take a week before you go into profitability, because if you take a loss, let's say today, and then another loss tomorrow, your big opportunity might not come until, let's say, the 3rd day of the week, which would be Wednesday. And then from there, you might have a good 2 days of major profitability where you're pulling out 3R, 4R, 5R, and you've only lost 2R this week. So you're going to end the week on a profitability factor of around 3 to 4R. So in that particular case, you need to understand that the higher time frames are definitely going to be of assistance to you, using the 1 hour, using the 4 hour, and using the daily time frames to kind of get these bigger macro levels that you can play off of, and then kind of find your entries on the smaller time frames, the 30-minute, the 15-minute, the 5-minute, even the 2-minute chart. You can find those entries, but you're going to be in trades a lot longer than, say, someone like me. So there's a lot of times, even when I'm trading with my guys in the room or I'm trading on YouTube, sometimes I get into a trade and I'm only looking for a 10-point take profit, and it hits a 10-point take profit in less than a minute. I'm going to be getting out of that trade for, let's say, $100 to $200, versus there might be another trader who might need to give that trade a lot longer to work because they have a price target of, let's say, 40, 50, 60, 70 points. Now, because I'm able to scrape out a high win rate percentage on that, I'm going to be in and I'm going to be out. So yeah, the numbers are going to look great at 70%, 80%, but you have to keep in mind that one losing trade is going to immediately wipe out at least 2 winning trades. But because of the fact that it's going to operate at a 75 to 80% win rate, we might have consecutive wins of 5 trades in a row, 6 trades in a row, 7 trades in a row, 8 trades in a row. And then that one loss only wipes out 2 to 3 of those trades, and we're still profitable. So do you see the difference here? We have to understand that if you're looking for the bigger wins, right, you're looking to, catch those home runs, so to speak, you're going to lose a lot more of the time. So for example, if I was to stream my trades and show my trades, and I was operating where I'm looking for 3, 4, 5R on my risk to reward, you might watch me take 3 or 4 trades in a row where I just lose, and then I might win 2 trades that not only gains everything back, but then goes into the profitability, okay? Versus on the way that I particularly trade, I might take a trade here, I might win this trade, I might win this next trade. I'm in a total of 2 trades that lasted 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm done for the day. So it's identifying what type of trader are you? Are you willing to take the smaller kind of gains for a higher win rate consistency? Or are you looking to sit back and maybe lose a handful more trades, but to make bigger profits? I think identify which road do you want to go down and then really stick to that road, and you're going to have a lot more better success. A lot of times traders don't really understand which road they're going down, so they take a quick scalp here. They hold a trade, you know, for big profits on the next one. They end up losing on this one. They win the quick scalp, and then they go back to looking for a big profit or a quick scalp, and they lose that one. Then they go back to wanting to hold trades. You've got to find your niche and really own it. I mean, really own it. That way you can really focus on it. You can really hone in on it, what you need to do, where you can adjust your stop losses and your take profits on. And I think that's really going to help you. So as soon as you identify what type of trader are you, I think that's when you're going to start to really see a lot of, you know, big leaps forward. Make sure to like the video. If you guys need some accounts with Apex, that link is down in the description box below. If you guys would like to join myself as well as the team trading, get access to one-on-one coaching calls, get access to all of my video lessons that are not on YouTube, and access to the live trading we do in the room, that link will be down there in the description box as well. And I'll see all of you guys on the inside.